Got some ear going on. Oh, it's so funny because I need to turn the fan up a little bit more so I can get some ear. I know you like, but Raven, what is you I want to talk about dating with intention. When I say that, it means that you're talking to someone and you're wondering if things come something good come from it. But the reality is that's not what they want. They got stringing you along to make you feel like you want to be with them, but they don't want to be with you. But they're not going to tell you that because they want you to stick around as long as they can, as long as you can, without you catching on. False love, fake love, and stuff like that. Anyway, so today I'm trying my Noxzema. Going back to the old school. And I'm using some Noxzema because it keeps your scores, your pores clear. And then after using some Noxzema, I use some of this. It's like a serum. It's called Prepare Anti-Aging. I used to use this much. A little bit in my hand. So now let's go back to what's going on in the world today. So there was a hanging in the world once again. Mr. Reed, let me see. And the thing is, let me get sure his name is Tyree. I'll make sure I get it right. Look over here. Cause I put it online, but I don't know if I. His name was Trey Reed. Tray Reed. So, if you want to join my Instagram, my TikTok, there it is. And also, this is a trans man. Matter of fact, let's just tell this story. This story is about a trans man. Now, basically, what happened was he's kicked out of the military because he's trans, and of course, a trans man and stuff. He also has a wife and stuff. His name is I talked about him as well. His name is Roland, a trans man and trans woman. Now, this guy, let me say one story at a time. This is Trey. Trey was found hanging inside of the Delta University. He was found hanging, and the way the story went out, allegedly his legs were broken, his arm was broken, and he was killed. That's what I say, allegedly, me say, because obviously I don't believe he hung himself, committed suicide, and they want the story about as far as committed suicide. They already said that he killed himself, which is allegedly. I think it's definitely wrong, in my opinion. So you can click on my Raven over on YouTube channel. On TikTok and stuff, you can check it out for yourself. And also about a trans man in the military being kicked out because the Trump expeditiously doing things that are not very pro-life. They seem like they're trying to allegedly murder people, in my opinion. Because the thing about it is, you're pointed a leader because you save lives, not take lives. But unfortunately, that's not how the story is going out. And a lot of things that's happening and stuff. And so when I was talking about Reed, um, he was allegedly found inside Delta University hanging from a tree. Now, how was he hanging from a tree? His legs was broken, his arm was broken. And I did some more research on it, but I didn't want to bring it into this channel because I don't want to make it too dark. But I did some research and stuff, and I wasn't sure accurately as far as the stuff I was finding. It was not, I don't know, because the way the world is set up now, you don't know if anything is true or false or AI is being reported. So allegedly, he was found hanging from a tree in Delta University. And what is saying, he was like a prankster as well. And I think he got in trouble with somebody, in my opinion, because they were talking about he was like apologizing, and you could easily go on TikTok and Google his name. You go into the comment sections and see allegedly he was like a prankster, in my opinion. Now, as far as the story went out, it went out. You go on TikTok, you just put it in and then see what it is explaining something. We know we live in a world where the belly of the beast is actively working. Hey, Aunt Esther, what's up, boo? And the thing about it is, it's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right about now that's not very user friendly. And I'm trying to stay on one story at a time. I'm talking about the young guy that was killed, 21 years old. He was hung from hanging from a tree in Delta University. And allegedly, they're saying he killed himself. I don't believe that. You don't believe that either. And also, he's not the first thing, and that's been taking place. He went to the cops and stuff, and basically they wrote off as if he didn't, that he killed himself. And I find it really strange how they come up with that answer that quickly, because how do you come with an answer that quickly the next day? You know, and the thing about it is, the thing that gets me more so with the Reed, the little young guy that allegedly killed himself, suicide. This the point is, I think, in my opinion, so they say he killed himself, but where are the same energy you did with Charlie Kirk? Why is you not searching the cameras and stuff? Now, they did the cameras and stuff, they had the whole nine on the cameras and stuff. And why can't you see if somebody hung him? Why is there no cameras around? We're in 2025. Why is there no cameras around as far as his hanging? Now, remind you, cameras are 24/7. So they're still going around working when people are not around outside. There's the night cameras and stuff. So why is there no cameras out that's reporting this message? Now, I don't know if things are going to come out much more later. Or they're going to talk about the hanging, like they're going to surveillance video of showing somebody trying to unalive him. But I'm waiting for cameras. I want to see if it goes up underneath, or the pressure underneath the rug, or it's actually going to be a camera that's going to be shed. Hi, Rocco. And that's the thing. You get what I'm saying, Esther? The thing is, there are cameras everywhere. And basically, there should be cameras on the campus base because, you know, things go really wrong and stuff like that, and rapes and murders and stuff like that. So, my opinion, where are the cameras? Where are the cameras that support this? That support this theory that he killed himself? Now, as I know it was now, if you check it frame for frame, they say he climbed the tree. Now, if you have broken legs or broken arms, how do you climb a tree? Come on, now, let's do it, man. You're 21 years old. We know you got strength because you're a little younger, but that don't mean you're really strong. That strong. Who climbs a tree? Who climbs a tree to kill themselves? Black people don't do that. Black people, I'm not saying it can't be done, but in my opinion, I don't feel as black people can do that, because who's going to climb a tree to kill himself? And the thing is, and it's weird, but I did some studies on this as well. When a woman wants to kill herself, she takes pills. When a man wants to kill himself, he basically shoot himself. But I just never heard of a man climb a tree just to hang himself. Now we know about the hanging and stuff like the lynching and stuff, but it's actually going that wild, and we already know that it's actually still happening in 2025. So the lynching has been going on for years, and also I saw something reporting about Willie. Willie was murdered years ago, but they keep pulling that same video up again because there was no one arrested for his murder, and he was hung from a tree, and he was dragged, and he was executed. But you know what I find to be really weird? Charlie Kirk was killed. He was murdered. Let's let's say what it is. He was not assassinated. Assassinated person would be someone that's high level, like a president of the United States of America, flying the flag the flag high halfway. It was like um a more of a person of a public figure as far as that style. But it wasn't a national, in my opinion, somebody that should get that type of accolades because they didn't hire a halfway flag on Nipsey Russell. Nipsey Russell was trying to do things to help people. I'm not saying that he did anything great, but he did. He's trying to bring jobs and help the community and stuff like that. But Charlie didn't do that. In my opinion, he was trying to demise the country, separate the country. And the weird thing about it is, it's okay to not like somebody, but to execute them or kill them is a whole nother level of not liking somebody. And the funny thing, which is never funny, I just want to see how far they take it within this guy being murdered. He was only 20 years old. He was in college, university. He was going to school, and he was murdered. He was murdered. And this is what I call murder. Charlie was executed, but he wasn't assassin. He wasn't assassinating. But I get it. We have these certain names and titles. People want to go with it. You know what? If it works for you, it works for me. I don't care. But I just know the truth, and I know the truth lies within myself and other people as well. We're watching. We're watching everything that's positive, watching everything that's negative. We're watching the double standards. We're watching everything. We're seeing it all. We're watching the president sitting inside of an office that was a felony, has a felony charge. We're watching people in prison that have felony charges and can't even get a job. You're a felon, you can't get a job, but here it is, if your color was a little different, you could run for president and become the president of the United States of America, and it's sitting office, and then push people out of the military and stuff like that. I talked about a trans man, basically Ireland. He was working in the military. Him and his wife, of their military soldiers, and I believe he was a sergeant inside the military, but he was kicked out. And the thing that gets me the most though is how do you kick out somebody that you didn't want to do it? You don't want to go fight overseas, but you want to send somebody else overseas. The thing that gets me, which is crazy to me, if you don't want to do it, why you complain about it? But yeah, it's crazy. And it's just really weird to me that I'm waiting for Esther, I'm waiting for the videotape. Because why is there not a camera on a university? There should be a camera on a university that show us this person being dragged on top of a tree, or should we watch this person climb a tree and hang himself? I would have to see the footage of him doing it because I don't go by what hearsay or what we found. I need to see him do it. I need to see him climb a tree and kill himself. Now, will that footage come out? I don't know. I don't know. But we do know that something's very suspicious about this hanging. And also around the time it's coming out. Because now all of a sudden, um, since Charlie got killed, well, he got killed by a white person. And then now they want to try to find a way to twist it around, put the Democrats is the reason why things are happening. But it's not that. And the sad part about it is, we can't live. We still have to live in this world together. Whether you like somebody or not, we do have to share this world together. It's okay not to like everybody. It's okay to disagree with people, but to go as far as executing them, it's a lot. And the thing that gets me is, you push out so much venom and you push out negativity within the world, and you expect a positive result. You try, the world is already divided, and the more it becomes more divided, we got more problems. We need to have much more um, unity within the community, but we're divided even more so. We're divided so bad we start going to murder and sharpshooters and stuff like that. But it's torn between two. It's not all white people are saying it's the black people as well. And the thing about it is, I just feel as though for you to put George Foreman, not George Foreman, um, George Floyd, and try to paint him as a villain when he was murdered. You live by the sword, you buy by the sword. And that's what happened. You reap what you sow. We know that as black people, we know that you reap what you sow. If you put bad things out there to the universe, don't be upset if bad things come back. Because the universe may answer you. You may not like the answer to give you, but what you put out there, that's why within the world we live in, we need to be more kinder, be more. It's okay to have kitchen table talk about each other like a dog as long as they're not around to hear it. And you can feel any type of way you feel because you can't stop people from talking. But the reaction of it is so dark because you're murdering. Now you're doing too much. Everybody has a family. George Floyd, his family needed him to come home. Charlie Kirk needed his family for him to come home. But you push out the venom and then don't you expect the positive result. I mean, what are you thinking? And then the sad part about it, what people was praising, they was happy that he was taken out. But the sad part about it is, how do you expect something positive to happen when you're pushing out venom? You're poisoning people's mind against people. You're trying to make people another way to think about things. And you're trying to destroy another person's life. And the sad part about it is, you're being fueled by somebody who's sitting in high office. And then on top of that, I really don't believe they even care about you. Because there was a girl that actually went into, when he started to storm the White House, I believe on January the 6th or something, she got murdered. She got paid $6 million for the family because they spoke against it as far as it should have been done. But the reason is still wrong because a girl is dead. And as a grown person, you don't need to know that it's wrong or right to storm a White House or storm somebody's house or storm anybody's house in this world that's diverse and different opinion. But people gonna do it, they want to do it anyway because that's how it goes. I just find it really sad. Hey Horton, what's up, boo? And that's the IG is the black young man. Exactly. And I posted that on it's a lot of stuff. When I was digging inside it as to I was digging inside his stuff, I started finding things. Listen, I'm not gonna report stuff when I find it really dark and negative at that moment. I was doing a lot of research and journalism work throughout the years and stuff, and I started digging, and when I would dig, I would find some stuff out I shouldn't have found out, but I started digging, and when you start digging, you find the stuff. You find out who was in the right, who was in the wrong. But the thing is, you can't take a person's life and then put darkness over it, in my opinion. You should have much more character as far as acceptance. Now, if you want to talk about the person like a dog, that's kitchen table talk. You can talk about everything. You can talk about me like a dog. But when the kitchen table talk, don't get upset if there's a response. But it's just weird. It shouldn't be that way because obviously, where we gonna go? Is there an airplane that's gonna leave out? We're gonna go to another rocket ship or astronauts are going to another space and stuff like that. We still gotta live together. I don't care if you like a person or not. We still have to live together. We're not gonna like a lot of things people have to say. We're not gonna like a whole lot of things. But to try to racially divide everybody even more so and get your opinion on trying to destroy another family life when people saw for themselves. Then they sit there and say, well, he didn't die from that, he died from being a junkie. I was like, yo, you're doing too much. So my thing is, if you expect a positive response by doing so much negative, you're going to get the response you're going to get. Because remember one thing, people have families and stuff, and families may not feel like you are in the right of saying certain things about their family members, whether you were right or wrong. But the reality is, you need to start unifying together, get back in within each other and stuff. You don't have to stick together, the kumbaya and stuff like that, but you all have to live within within this country together. You just have to hang with them and stuff. You could talk about like a dog on kitchen table talk, but because around nobody can really hear and stuff like that. There's a lot of racism go in kitchen table talk. A lot of racism within the black community and the white community. We talk about each other like a dog when they're not around, but it's one safe. You go shh, 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 shh. And that's the way it goes. That's where it should stay. I'm not silencing anybody or whether they feel something like that, but people gonna feel what they want to feel. They're gonna feel how they want to feel. They're gonna do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, there are consequences for your action. For every answer, there is a consequence. And I don't know, but anyway. So Ireland, he was kicked out of the military because he's a trans man. So now they kicked him out, and also kicked all the trans people out the military and stuff like that. The thing that gets me is if you're not serving the military, that means you're putting your life on the line to save people. That means you could be murdered, killed, blown up, so many different things that can happen to you. Friendly fire, you don't know how you're going to die when it comes down to that stuff. But to think about it, you accept that mission when you go into the military. That means I'm willing to die for my country. I'll say it again. I'm willing to die for my country. If I put my life on the line, I'm putting my blood and tears out there for you to be free. Then to tell you you can't work for us, you can't serve the military, we want you out. By a man who refuses to go into the military. That was once, what was that when they used to make people come into the military? Drafted. He got an illness and all of a sudden he couldn't go in. I just wish it wasn't that way, but that's how it is. I just wish it wasn't that way, but a lot of things I think that happen within us, it don't have to happen. I think people personally stir up trouble just to make sure the race is more divided. Hey, Esho, what's up, mama? Exactly. It's crazy. And the thing about it is, it's so sad, it's disheartening because you like, is somebody gonna knock on my door? Or they kidnapping people? The thing they do with the ICE people that gets me as a person, they say you're a United States citizen, but they're taking people that are United States citizens and they're locking them up. They send them all to another country. And then there's always some Oreo cookie saying, well, they didn't do that. But that's with anything. There'll be a woman that was raped, and there'll be another woman that would be black girl that would say, no, she wasn't. She lied. Now the girl would beat up and bruise and rape and everything, got the kid and everything, got everything as far as the rape kid and stuff like that. But there will be a black woman that's going to say, no, no, he didn't. He didn't do nothing to her. You making it up. Just to show how much of an evil bitch she could be. But then when her turn comes, the whole story changes. Oh, everybody needs to feel sorry for me. I don't understand what this happened to me. But it was okay when you did somebody else. When you get your turn, now all of a sudden you want everybody to feel sorry for you. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. I wish it wasn't that way, but it happens more than it needs to happen. But the reality is, it is what it is. And that's why I stopped reporting on so much the girls being murdered and the boys. I stopped reporting on. It became too depression. It came too exhausting, and depression became my reality because it was too much. You can't go nowhere. You can't hang out. You can't do anything. All of a sudden now your life is on the line for just hanging out. Your life is on the line. There was a young boy, I think was 12 or 13 years old, who took his who went to the garbage chute to take his garbage out in the projects in New York. He got raped. He got raped by an older guy, I think it was 21. So he raped him and stuff, and the little boy, I think they're from the projects and stuff, he got raped and stuff. I didn't do too much research in that story. I heard about the story, but I didn't do too much research. I have to be careful digging into dark spaces because it takes a toll on me after a while. Because unfortunately, when you're a person that's an empath, you don't tell a story, you live the story. And unfortunately, a lot of people just tell a story. They'll make it personal, they don't care. For me, I feel as though it's hard for you to be a person that cares about people and you share a story if you don't feel something for them. And I understand the world is so cold and stuff like that, but It becomes exhausting mentally when you can relate to something so strongly, and then you start with the why. But why? But why? And then you get the girls get murdered and stuff, and it's like, but why? Oh, she tricked me. I said, listen, that's old. You have to get in touch with those cell phone records and show these men that are telling the truth. Not saying that all girls are perfect, because they're not. But the reality is, the cell phones tell the truth. Then we go through the cell phones and find out the girls were telling the truth. You can't bring her back. What you gonna say? I'm sorry. And the thing about it, even though people go through their own research and find more information, they don't. They tell a story and they just go with it. There are so many girls that's told the men what they was and stuff, but she's murdered. She can't tell the story. And I had an argument with a guy about that. He was the guy had married. Why this story? He told me, saying this guy had married this girl, and he said that once he found out that she was trans, he said that this is what he said. He said that the guy killed her. I said, well, I don't know. I can't say what a girl going to do. I never know what people going to do anyway, because I'm just me. And the thing about it was, I was like, well, I don't know if that story is true. That can be accurate. He said, well, how could you not say it's true? It was a person. It was a hard hit. I said, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. I said, a person like me who's been covering death, stuff like that. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody went to him and told him that's not a girl. Somebody, because men are so fucking weak-minded. They're weak-minded motherfuckers, I swear they are. And the thing about it is, somebody could put something in your ear and you start watching them. That's not a real girl. That's you dealing with them. That's a man. So all of a sudden now, you coming through the house, you looking at her differently. You looking at her clothes, you looking at her hands, you looking at her body. You start looking for pictures. He said that the pictures of her before she transitioned, she had in her phone. Me per se, I've never heard a saw girl do that, but like I said before, I cannot say what a girl won't do. But the reality was, in my opinion, he personally heard somebody say something about her, and instead of him being a man and standing for her, he killed her. So the thing is, well, it was too much passion. No. I said, let me tell you something. There was a girl named Isla Nettles. She was in New York City, and the girls know. You speak to guys on the DL, they be sneaky, duck, and dive, and you don't fuck with them at night and shit like that. They don't want to be seen with you and stuff like that in public, but they fucking you and knocking on the door and then all of a sudden you let him in, he kissing all over you, doing everything ungodly to your body. But then you meet him in person and first see him in daylight. Hey, how you doing? You can't speak to him in front of his friends, because now all of a sudden he don't know you. And the thing about it, what I'm told about somebody else that knew the whole people, they said she spoke to him in public in front of his friends. And she was like, how you doing? And then he spoke back and it was like, yo, yo. And most girls know that yo. Yo, 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 what's up with that? Yo, that's a dude. And then he was like, what? So he goes up to her, punches her in the face, hit her in the face. She hits the ground. She dies right across the street from the police station. All she did was speak to him. Because she already knew him. They already been together before. But all of a sudden now, allegedly he been with her before. So from the girl I know from New York, she told me, she said he'd been with the girls. But the reality is you can't share that with them. But she ends up dead and she's killed and stuff and hit and knocked out and she's dead and stuff. And I think that's the one that Laverne Cox was brought to more attention with Isabella's mother. And the thing about it is, you can't speak to them in public. That's why a lot of times maybe girls be saying don't speak to men if they DL and stuff like that, because you kill them. And the sad part about it is, a lot of times there are a lot of girls that knew their killers. I've been attacked like 7 times on the street. They knew what was up with me. They knew everything about me. But did they attack me? Absolutely. Did they try to rape me? Absolutely. The only reason why they raped me because I fought back. Now, some girls will hold their face and start crying, maybe because I've had a bad past, or maybe because that child abuse shit comes in handy. But when you start shit with me, I'm gonna fight you. I mean, I'm a sure thing. I'm willing to give it away, but shit, I ain't giving you shit because now you want to take it. So the reality is, a lot of times the girls don't tell because they're gonna blame me. What did you have on? The man becomes the victim, and you become the perpetrator. So they have to explain to him, the cops, why is it that he did that to you and didn't bother anybody else? Why was you trying to set this man up? The reality is he was trying to rape me. But guess what? You get treated so badly and so poorly that you just don't say nothing. You just let the rape victim go away, and that's what happens. Hey Chloe, what's up, mama? And that's the thing about it. It's crazy though. And it's such a double standard thing and stuff like that. And then the other thing is, well, I don't want nobody to know I know you. I don't want to speak to you in front of my friend. The thing about it with that is, they don't speak to me at all. Don't be a fake friend. There's so many fucking cowards out here. Just like I was talking to my friend today, 6'6", I told him, I said, we can never be together because you're a coward. A man is supposed to provide and protect. These men ain't providing shit but some dick. That's it. They ain't providing shit. They ain't no money over and doing shit. But they willing to give you the disease if you're willing to take it. But I ain't willing to take it. The thing about it is, it's exhausting. So the thing about it, you become stronger being alone than you do become when you're with somebody. You pay your own bills, you get everything out the door, done the way it goes you want to go. You get some man that can make doing shit for you, want to tell you what to do with your life. That's the shit that kills me. We need to speak a few years ago, dear. We used to speak a few years ago, dear. Okay. Hey, Nova. And that's the thing about it. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy that, and it was funny because I first started doing reports in these stories and stuff. I thought it was like one story or two stories. But I was like, well, damn. Where was I at? Because I know this amount of killing was taking place. And the funny thing with me was, I was doing the same thing they were doing. It's just how to get murdered. I just didn't get murdered. And the thing about it was, I did a lot of things they did, but I didn't do everything. But I'm just a little bit different. But the thing with me is, when you hit me, I hit back. And I don't know. It's not like I'm a bully. I mean, I'm a tough or anything, but I think through all my child abuse and shit, you become very much vital as far as, You're a Gemini too? Yay! Happy Gemini Day. I don't like Geminis, but it's okay. I don't like all of them, but I know within the Gemini community, it can be very two-faced in 6 faces, in 8 faces. Anyway, I'm not gonna blank. It's not a blanket, painted blanket black within the color of Gemini. But I know within a lot of Geminis, it's not a very positive experience that even I have witnessed and gone to. But one guy told me, says it's different about a May Gemini and a June Gemini. But every Gemini I talk to, I'm not friends with them. It's a Cancer Gemini and Aries, Pisces. It's real weird because the thing about it, we start watching you, analyzing your reaction to a lot of different things, stuff like that. Also, you have to be mindful of people that want to be your friend. Everybody wants to be your friend, but they're not your friend. They compete with you to make sure you got anything. They want to take it from you. It was one time I was hanging out, and this girl, she was in love with one of these guys that liked me, and she used to say in front of him, "Oh my God, Raven, you get all the men." I said, "That's bullshit." She's like, "Oh my God, why do you always get?" I said, "You want him? Why you don't use me as a statement you want to because you want to be with this man? Be with him. Don't use me as saying, oh, I don't mean it like that. You have to feel, no, don't do that. Because you're just doing that because you want him. Go be with him. And think about it, then it wasn't even together. The thing is, you're saying things to make it feel like I'm better than you, so you can get his attention, and that's not what it was. That's why I have to be careful. Them fake ass fucking friends. You got to your guard bearing me up. Them fake motherfuckers that want to be your friends, fake as hell. They give you a glass of water, pull with glass and water. You thinking it's ice, the bitch is goddamn glass, and all do is drinking a focus, slice with blood. This man told me this in New York City when I was over there. And I was a bartender. He said, "You better watch this bitch. This bitch is jealous of you." He said, "You better watch her." And she was like, "Oh, I love," and she just joined in the conversation with him, talking about me. And I'm sitting there like, "What are y'all talking about? Why are y'all talking about me? Because I personally don't care what y'all talking about. But why is I'm in the conversation?" The guy got on her case, and she was like, "Well, I'm." She said, "When I'm very young and stuff, and when I get more work done to my body, and then I'm like, but again, what the hell do I got to do with this conversation?" I learned to learn to be alone. I learned to be more absent than present because it's sad. The same girls you call your friend be the same ones trying to kill you, and you have to be mindful of that. Ugh. Anyway, so today is, let me see. Today is Tuesday. Here come my nigga, the guy I wanted to be with. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about business. So this is one guy that I was with for years, and I told him, I said, I don't know if you can see this. He do be on my YouTube channel. So we was together, and he's 6'6". I call him 6'6". Y'all know him by 6'6". Hey, Miss Anna, y'all know about 6'6". So he asked me, he said, "Do you have a car?" I said, "No." He said, "What happened to your car?" I said, "The reason why I don't have a car because you didn't wanna get a job. You don't want to help me build. It makes me exhausted because I'm basically begging you to act right. You don't want anything out of life. All you want to do is lay up underneath your mother and just collect checks, I guess. Maybe get some mentally ill checks. I don't know. Some disability. I don't know if you're on disability. What is the reason why you don't want to build? Why is it you can't get a job?" But for some reason, he has an underwear on for $80 and $70. I never knew underwear come that expensive, but they were designer underwear. And I kept saying, "Well, who is you getting to buy you these designer underwear?" But that's here or there. That's not my business. But he wanted to be with me. I remember you used to like your wine and beer in a jar. Yeah, I said like a lot of things. Him and Santa. And it's just really weird. It's really weird. And he didn't want to build me. It's hard to make a man, it's hard to get a man and can't make a man do nothing. It's hard to find a man that wants to build with you. And and the thing is, I get all these babies that want to build with me, but I'm like, this is a baby. I'm not building with a baby. And I check up on them now, and I usually check up on all my exes to see if they're okay. Most of them, anyway. But he was like, "I want to come and see you." Y'all know what that means? "I want to come see you." You know what that means? He ain't bringing the money, so he only trying to bring some, and I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. And it's exhausting. If you're not doing anything positive, I told this man, I said, for years ago, I said, "You just need to get a job." He don't want to get a job. He's done with his mother. She must get some, maybe he got some autism. Maybe autism. I don't know. Maybe he's getting a check from somewhere, but he managed to stay with his mother. Unless she gets sexy, I don't know. All I know is you can't build with somebody that don't want nothing. He'll take from everything. He will take the last dollar out your pocket, but he won't do shit to put in it. They know that younger women need to get exactly as child, but they don't want to do nothing. But younger, I get young men all the time. I get them all the time. I be carding them. I'm like, how old are you? And the funny thing about young men, they good to look at because they fine as hell, but they young. So you expect some young shit to happen. Don't get your feelings hurt because you're dealing with somebody who's younger than you. And you're also going to be treated like an example. And the thing about it is you have to be mindful of what you're doing. Now, of course, sometimes guys are really tall, they're really sexy, they're really cute, stuff like that. But it's still a young person. Unless you find a person with an old soul, which means that maybe they act a little differently. But very old souls act very boring and sleepy. They ain't trying to do nothing. They're not trying to build, they ain't trying to do shit. A lot of men just use the dolls for fair bond. Exactly, Chloe. They pass them around like baseball cards because they know that the girls really want a relationship with somebody, and they use that word love because they know that's what they want. And they use the word love and stuff like that, and they get played. Obviously, just like we talk about the men talk about us as well. And the fact they know that you want to be loved, you want somebody to love you, they're going to use it to their advantage. And they also be feel like if I throw that dick up in it the right way, I could win her over. I do shit to her I would never do to nobody else. I eat her ass out. I'll be going to, I do everything to her. Because what he's doing, he's mind fucking you. He's gonna mind fuck you straight out your damn house. He's gonna mind fuck you straight out your money. He's gonna mind fuck you. And everything he's fucking you, he's using it for a reason. He's doing it all for a reason. It's for a come up. And at the end of the day, if you do a great job, you be giving him money, you paying for shit, school books and stuff like that, cars and shit like that, hair appointments, you be paying for everything. That means he don't mind fucked you out of your damn wallet. His sex was so good, he mind fucked you to death. And the thing about it is, you're gonna lose in the end, because he's never gonna give you what you want. He's gonna give you what he wants and what he needs. And when he don't need it from you, he knows he have to move on because you're starting to complain about it. You're complaining too much. You get on his nerves. And reality is, you just want somebody fair with you. Like I said before, you have an expiration date. Everybody can't live forever. There will be a time where you have to die. Not saying it's funny, but it's going to happen. You're going to die one day. And the thing about it is, be mindful how many energies and spirits you bring into your life because those spirits sometimes can really sink into your soul, having house crying and don't want to live no more. You unhappy, you sad, you crying for no damn reason. But the reality is you allowed a soul to enter your life that was a lost soul. That lost spirit has got nothing but darkness and it sleeps in the bed. It lays in the bed with you and it hurts your spirit. Have you crying? Don't even want to live anymore? Unalive yourself. And the sad part about it is you invited the vampire into your house and all they're doing is sucking your blood. They're sucking you dry. Everything you used to do before, you don't want to do no more. You don't want to get up and go to work. You don't want to find nothing better in life. You don't want to try hard. You want to try to get a better place to live. You want to go on a trip. You don't want to do nothing. Because you invited darkness into your house. That's what they call vampires. They will suck the life straight out of you and act like they did nothing. It's all it's all hocus pocus. And then you sitting there crying, don't know what to do, calling your friends up. Your friends be hanging up on me. Oh, girl, I'm not for this today. It's not funny, but nobody wants to talk because they know what it's going to be about. But unfortunately, the rule of love is a powerful thing. And a lot of times people, that's all they want. That's all they want. I wanted love and I didn't get it, but the sad part about love and not getting love, you become very consumed with being alone. And once you get set in your ways of being alone, you stop channeling relationships out. Even if one relationship, matter of fact, they about to leave you and break up with you, shit, you been left the relationship out 2 weeks ago. So when they about to leave, you already gone. They about to let you go, but shit, you already left. They just haven't noticed it yet because your whole actions, everything has changed. I have definitely have had those experiences. Guys waiting for tell me they don't want to be with me no more. But the thing about it is, I really, I stopped wanting the man because The thing about me is when I meet one man, I get another one. And then I get another one. And then I get another one. And then I get another one. I don't never stick with one. It's not worth it. Because when that person finally start acting up, I'm ready to go. So before he decides to take his trick out of his bag and throw it in my face, I'm ready to go. I don't do nothing without protection because I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody with my body. And the sad part about it is, I want that love, that strong love, that love I have to use protection that's gonna cover my body, and they basically gonna make sure I'm okay. I want that love, but they're not built like that no more. They're not built like that no more. They will give you something and know they gave it to you and tell you no, I didn't. Or he'll go out and shoot you with some girl. She already got full blown AIDS or hepatitis or herpes or simplex too, and he'll give it to you. And what are they gonna say to you? I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not gonna help my body. My body's not. My sorry. My sorry is not gonna help me. And the thing about it is, unfortunately, it happens a lot. There will be a man today or a girl today is going to be diagnosed with AIDS or HIV or herpes or gonorrhea or heart attack, low heart failure. There'll be a lot of different things that your body going to go through. That's why I said before, you have to be mindful of your health. And also, remember your body is going to expire one day. Everybody feels great right now. They can walk around, do anything they want to do. But reality is, your expiration date. So try to be happy in this world we live in now because your heart may can't deal with all this darkness and stuff. And the thing about it is, we have to stop watching everything. Because I know if you like anything like me, you try not to watch anything that's dark because it's personal for you. It hits differently. And the thing about it that I have to be mindful as well because everybody don't want love. People just want a time being. They want to be with you for the time being. And the thing about it is, they see what you got, they want to see what they can get from you. They will take the last drop of dollar out your pocket and use it to buy some cigarettes, to buy some soda. You're like, I'm struggling, but they don't see that. They be like, what struggle? What the hell you tell me for? They have no concern over your life and no care. And it's only example for your deathbed. That's why you don't. Another one, in case. Yes, exactly. A rich man gets a woman everything because they can't love women like women do. That's true. That's true. But it's the thing about it. We can't. We always have to keep in mind. We can't make it an isolated incident. We always have. The thing about it is, once we paint the brush black, we giving up hope. Because we have to remember one thing. We're in that ring of hope. So once we start painting it black, we stay in that dark hole. We have to keep in mind, even when sometimes it's not worth it, we have to keep in mind there are good people out there if you consider yourself a good person. Because you consider yourself a good person, that means you're a good person that's out there. And you're not canceled, but the reality is that you have to keep in mind that you can't sprinkle the whole world black. Because there's sparkles of white and crystal clear and beauties of the world. We have to be mindful that we don't consume it as our energy, absorb all the darkness. Because there are good people out there, even though they're hard to find. But we have to keep in mind there are good people out there. There are beautiful people out there. But there's a little difficult to find. Sometimes they're probably in the house playing Xbox, stuff like that. They don't want to be bothered. But the reality is, there's good and bad in everything. But so anyway, what y'all want to talk about? I done ran my mouth long enough. It's at 48 minutes. So I think you got about 10 minutes to go. And then I'm gone. It's been a very different day for me. I'm exhausted. I had somebody I was interested in, but my somebody I'm interested in be a few bodies. It don't be just one body. Those days for me is over. I used to meet one person and they would just break my heart and I would just cry and I would call them, ask them, how you feeling? Are you feeling? They'd be like, no, I'm fine. Shit, I'm fucking somebody else. While you sitting out crying and stuff. Yeah, it's to break my heart because I used to believe in love. I believed in love. Like I was the kind of person, is anything like you, S child, that Esther, were you kind of person that fell in love, Belly, um, Chloe? Are you the kind of person that felt like love was love, and then when somebody hurt you really bad, you just felt like it was the end of the world? Like you just couldn't deal with anything else. You would check up and see if they were looking for you. Did they care for you? Did it bother them as much as it bothers you? Were you that kind of person? You just call them to see if they're okay, but reality is you want them to say, I miss you. I was thinking about you all day, and they don't do it. And your heart breaks more because you learn that you love them more than they love you. And hell, they haven't even like you. Then you find out even more. Then it starts changing. Your shift started shifting. You stop caring as much, and then you don't check up on them. And at the end of the day, you done started dating, looking at somebody else. Now, me myself, I already started looking. For the paint can even get dry, I'm already gone. And the thing about it is, I learned to just let it go. Hey, Daisy Blonde, what's up, mama? But it's the truth. Oh, that's Daisy Asser, Asser, Asmir. What's up, Daisy? Exactly, Miss Daisy. Asmir. And the thing about it is, it's the truth. And you be all in love and it be all in like. Everything, the thing about it is, you will take like and use it all to the end. Well, I'm in love and you know I'm in love with you and crazy about you, and you sitting looking at me saying, this bitch is stupid. I'm gonna take this bitch to the cleaners. And for what? For what? You want to take her down if you love it. It's hard enough living this life and then find a man that he wants to take you down a few levels. As if the world isn't doing enough on their own. Then you laying in the bed like trying to understand why. Why are you doing this? What am I doing? I ain't doing nothing. You the one acting funny. How am I acting funny when you purposely sabotaging us? I ain't even doing nothing. I'll never forget when that guy come to my house, the one that wanted to be with me, and he tried to have unsafe sex with me. I was like, I'm not doing it. And I haven't saw him in like a few years. He came to see me. He said, come on my house, stuff like that. He said, I know you're going through it. I know you're having a hard time. I'm gonna help you with your bills. So that's called the clean slate to walk through the door. I've been going through it and stuff like that to having my bills. Obviously, that went straight out the window. It was a lie. He knew I would take the bait, and I took it. He came to the house. He wanted to lay in the bed with me, in my house, and then he went into my room. And he sat on my bed. I said, "You got to take a shower or something because you stink." And he was like, "Oh, I smell bad. You smell bad. You smell like soil. Take a shower. I got some soap in here. You can wash some. I'm tired of washing these black motherfuckers. Take a shower. Y'all come in the house. You stink. Just my woman's pussies. Pussy smell bad. You're a grown ass man with a goddamn leaky dick. Your shit is smelling bad. Clean your motherfucker between your legs. You're not coming out laying on my bed. So I have to get him up, take him into the bathroom, give him some soap, give him a wash rag, wash him. And the thing is, I have to wash you up. You're a grown ass man. And I'll introduce you to some soap and water. Obviously, you ain't met that person before because clearly your body's smelling bad. And the thing about it is, he tried to have unsafe sex with me. I said, no. I said, we just coming back to meet each other. I think it's been like probably around 12 years now. And then we see each other after 12 years and you trying to have sex with me. I said, no. I want to get to know you. I didn't know. I said, when I met him, he's had one kid. Now he got four. And they're all old. So evidently, everything he told me was a lie. He lied to me through the whole thing. It's bad enough when men give me these whole different names and stuff, and then they contact me again, forget the name they gave me. You said your name was D, but your name is now Q. Your name is Q. Now it's D Money. Every time you turn around, it's another goddamn fake name. You can't keep up with them. And the sad part about it is, I get it. You don't want nobody to know your business, stuff like that. But here it is, you're trying to share DNA with me. I should know your business. But you want to make sure I don't know your business. And the sad part about it is, a lot of times girls fall for it. It's fucked up. And girls, we want to take the condom off. So anyway, he didn't want to wear a condom. He's like, I don't have nothing. I said, like, the fuck I believe you. I said, first of all, you come out, you smell bad, trying to tell me you want to have unsafe sex with me and you don't have a disease. What kind of world you think I'm living in? I wasn't born yesterday. I said, first of all, that's not the cute. That's not cute. And the sad part about you, a grown ass man, you like 40 something years old, and here it is, you coming in looking like. He was upset. He's like, "Bob." He's sitting aside the bed. He was like, "I feel like I need to go home." Then get the fuck out. I'm like, "Yo, what you come to the door with? A goddamn sob story? You didn't come to help me. You tricked me." So now I feel a certain kind of way. And I'm not going to say what it looked like because it wasn't fine. And the thing is, I know time has aged me and I know I've been through a lot, but shit, you got 4 kids. Before I met you, had none. Then you had one. Then all of a sudden now you got 4. What the fuck they coming? And they old as hell. How's they old? Because you had none. I get it. Men like to lie about how many kids they got or say they don't have no kids, stuff like that. It's a lie. I get it. But I'm just tired of you girls need to tell men the truth. Y'all don't tell us shit. You don't tell us shit. But you'll slide the dick up inside of us and shit with some goddamn disease, herpes or gonorrhea, stuff like that. And how it is you fucking bitches without protection? You giving bitches babies. You making people. But you want to come up with something. Because what she got, you giving it to me. I told you I was sorry. I said, it's okay. The sad part about it is I don't have to go through anything because I'm not with nobody. And the sad part about it is I feel better. I feel safe not being with nobody because the sad part is I'll live longer. Because from what I'm finding out, they don't want anything anyway. And then on top of that, they also feel like they're better than you. They're doing you a favor by being with you, but they ain't giving you shit. And then half of them don't even look good. They don't look. Then they comparing themselves to like this 16-year-old guy and stuff. The guys that are young looking, nice tight skin, baby face. You old. I'm old too, but shit, you old too. But y'all feel like y'all young and shit. And I don't know. Anyway. But that's either here or there. 57, 58 for now. I got 4 minutes. Then I'm going to read the dirty. But, and that's the thing. It's just crazy to me. It's so crazy. But I was talking to this one guy, and he was like, "Well, we can never be together because I can never fit you in my schedule." I said, "Okay. So you that important, huh? Okay." I'm always waiting for the big turnaround for when my life becomes very monetary value and things starts changing for me when my life changes, when I don't have to eat from the bottom of the can or don't have to drink the last bit of water because I have no water. I'm just waiting for my life to turn around. When I don't have to sit in this spot for any longer than I have. I think I stayed in this spot for already long enough. But as I keep pushing through, because remember, all things are possible as long as you keep going. You just have to keep going. Even though you may not feel like going on, keep going. Keep going. Get up in the morning, keep going. You would say a prayer, whatever. If you don't believe in prayer, just keep on going. I keep going. On days I don't even feel like going nowhere. I'm just like, I'm just done. But I keep going. You get up. It's okay to go down in life, but it's okay. Get back up. Just don't stay on the ground too long. It's okay to fall down. You hurt so bad because you can't believe somebody could do you so dirty, and you feel like just want to end it all. But it's okay to do that. But just remember, get back up. You have to get back up. So I have to get back up. I can't sit down here. I got to get back up again. I got to get back up again and keep getting back up and keep getting back up. Even though you fall to the ground, get back up. Say, God, Lord, help me, Father. Just Touch me, Lord. Pull me up out this hole I'm in. Whatever's happening to me that's not for me, take it out my way. Take it out my vision. I am Victor Light. I'm Victor Light. Lord, Father, help me. Lord Jesus, help me. Because I'm hurting right now. And I need this darkness to leave my life. And I want you to do things that's more abundantly and growth in my life and living. And make things that come to me that goes my way. Monetary value. Money finds me. I have to find money. Make money come to me. Make money come my way. Make money think happy for me. Make people try to find me. Do things for me. That's greatness in my life and living. Make sure you repeat those things as far as your growth and monetary value and blessings on the way. You just keep praying for bigger things, bigger things. Don't concentrate on nothing dark. Concentrate on bigger things and keep praying for bigger things. I need something big to come. I need a bigger blessing. I need a blessing bigger. I've been blessed, but I need a bigger blessing. I need a more bigger blessing. And it's never going to be enough till I'm getting really, really blessed. More monetary value than I could imagine. 1 minute. I mean, 1 hour. But that's what I want to share with y'all. So like I said before, keep your blessings going. Even in dark times, keep going anyway. So anyway, thank you for coming on here with me. Exactly, Asia. Daisy. Exactly, Mama. All right, I love you. Make sure you protect your spirit. Make sure you keep in mind everything you don't have to watch. Some things are very dark. Your spirit don't need to deal with that right now. Deal with it on another day, and maybe don't deal with it at all. But just keep in mind your spirit is in there watching, and your spirit is telling you, no, no, not today. We can't do this today. Make sure your spirit is telling you to turn it off. We can't do this today. No, we need another day. We need some time with this one. This one. Keep in mind. Your body is monitoring the negativity, so make sure you stay away from it. It's telling you, no, not today. Anyway, have a blessed day. I love you. Thanks for watching Catch the Rain.